You don't attract what you want, you attract who you believe you are. Today, we're going to be talking on self concept, how to build self concept. Hi, in case you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Tosi. On here, I do videos on self improvement, self development, and everything nice. And in case you've been here before, you already know you are welcome back, Mariji. So, guys, without further ado, let's get into the video. So before we start, I will start by saying what self-concept is. Self-concept is just how you see yourself, what you believe in, what influenced you, the mental story you have about yourself. That is what self concept is. What you think about yourself in your head. If you could write yourself, is it biography now is called? What will you write about yourself? That's simply what self concept is. What you believe in, what you are influenced by, right? What you think that you are, like from beginning to end. If you have to live 100 years from now, what type of person do you think you are? What type of person do you think you can create? It's just what you believe in your head mentally. You just believe that, okay, this is who I am, this is what I am, right? That's basically what self concept means. But I will try to say, no, I will try. I will say that you can actually change yourself over and over and over again. But one thing you need to know is it starts from your brain, it starts from your mind, it starts from your mental, how will I put it? It starts from your mind, actually, it starts from your brain, right? It starts from everything you tell yourself mentally, right? So, whatever it is that you tell yourself is what you are going to believe. It is okay for you to want a good life, but if you keep telling yourself, telling your mind consciously and unconsciously that, oh, I can't get this because it's not my type that gets it, my generation never got it, that is who you actually are, because that is what you believe, right? That is what self concept is. Self concept simply just means that how do I see myself? That is all. Is you trying to mirror yourself? How do you see yourself mentally, even without talking about it? Mentally, how do you see yourself? If you are to write a story time about who you are, or if I'm to write a story time about who Tosin is, I will write a story time about who Tosin is in my mind, the type of picture I have of her, not necessarily, not even what is around her at this moment, is what she sees in the future, right? That is how I'm going to write it, how she sees herself, how she believes who she is, and it comes from inside, from internal, not what she can see at the present. Do you understand? That's basically what self-concept is. Now let's get into the tips. The first way you have to build a self concept or have like a self concept, journey, is to audit your life right now. Now, what are those things that happen in your life that you do not like? What are those things that happen in your life right now that you're trying to change? What are those things that you're living in that you're trying to say that, oh, I don't want this, to be about me, right? I want to audit it. What are those childhood problems, traumas? What are those things that happened in the past that I am still holding on to, that is trying to identify, I'm trying to identify myself with, or you are trying to identify yourself with? You need to talk about it, you need to audit it. Now, I grew up like this, right? Do I want to continue to be like that? I always tell people things that, yes, your parents train you and all that, they give you like basic training. I tell people the training your parents give you actually basic training. They are not the training that will take you through life. And I know that adults, we know that right now. But the training that you give yourself is the one that sticks with you forever. Because some of those trainings come from experience. It comes from bitter experience. It comes from things that happened to you that you had to say, no, I don't want this. This is how I want, because so and so happened. Now I'm training myself to this, right? So you need to audit your life. What are those things that you are still holding on to? The past. What are those past rejections? Things that happened maybe sometime in your family, towards somebody that was close to you, or whatever it might be. Audit it and delete some out of your mind. Now, this our mind and our brain It's like a memory storage. We have a lot of things that somebody did to us, and we're living by it. We're trying to have other people, suffer kind of for the things that someone else's did to you, long time ago. Audit your life, sit and say, okay, yes, this is looking very traumatic. I don't want this, right? Audit it. This is not going to make me be the best version of myself because I'm trying to improve, right? You need to audit it. You need to audit your life. I don't know how else to say it. If you are really winging your life and you don't sit around and say, okay, no, this is bad. No, this is good. This has to go. This has to stay. What are you doing with your life? Like, to be honest, what are you really doing with your life? So the first thing you need to do is to audit where you are right now, your present story right now, your present life. You need to audit. The next one is to create a new identity. And in that identity, you have to tell yourself that you are not your past. You are not your mom. You are not your dad. You are not your grandparent. You're not your sister. You're not your uncle. You need to give yourself a new identity. That's why I said you have to audit yourself first. Then, now, the ones that you are accepting that you're living with yourself, what are those things that you want to do? What's that new identity? If you have to script it, right? Oluwatosin is a 31-year-old woman who is concentrating on being a YouTuber. Do you understand? There's no, she's the first generation that has been a YouTuber in her family. Like, things like that, like, audit it. Sorry, write it, script it, write it, script it. Use your name, put in your name, write it, script it, and okay, this is what I want to be. This is who she is. Tosin is this, Tosin is that. My name is Tosin, I'm just using my name, right? So Tosin is this, Tosin is that. Act like you are having a story time, right? You want somebody to act your life, right? And you have to give them details of what happened in the past and how you want to be. Script it, write it down, that new identity, write it down, because sometimes we kind of forget some things when we have them in our mind and we're like confused that, oh, did I say she will be like this? Oh, did I say she will be like that, right? Write it down no matter what it is. Oh, I want to be different from my generation, from the generation of my fathers. I want to, do this and do that. Script it, write it. It's a new character. You have to give it, you have to feed it. Oh, I don't write stories, so I don't know what I will use for the word now. But it's a new character. You have to give it more character. If that makes any sense, you have to give it more identity, right? There needs to be an identity to the new character, the new person that you're trying to build. Is to align with actions. You can audit, you can build a new character, but if you don't take actions, you will go back to who you were before. Now, that just really means that self-concept didn't happen, right? So you need to align with actions. What are those things? That's why I said script it, write it, right? What are those things that that person, that new character is doing? What are those things that you need to start to do to get to that new character? That new person, that new identity, you need to align with actions. If you don't align with actions, it just simply means that you're still your old self. It just simply means that you are still believing who you are, who you were, instead of who you are supposed to be right now, right? So it's always very, very important to align with actions, not just words. Words are nothing. I say this all the time. Words are nothing. You can tell yourself things, someone can tell you things, but when they don't take actions, when you don't take actions, the words just fell on a flat ground. That's like literally what it means. It just fell on a flat ground. So you always have to align with actions, be focused, be serious about this new identity. When me, I started to, have like self concept, new identity, it wasn't like I changed myself totally, and it wasn't like it was done in like 2 days. It was done in like 3 months. It was done in years, and I'm still doing it. There are things that I do today that I come next year, this time next year, I might not, be doing it, because I will audit myself, because I will want a new identity. But what I did after finding that new identity was I started to take actions. I started to align. If I say this is what I want to be, I need to align, right? I need to be straight. This is who I want to be. Now, what are the actions? These are the actions I need to start acting like that new person that I believe that I am. Do you understand? So, whoever it is that you believe that you are, if you are saying to yourself that I am a confident person, and meanwhile you are still shying away from certain things, it's not aligned. You can see that the words shy and confident, you are not making, it's not even aligned, right? Aligning, right? So, if you are saying, telling yourself that you are a confident person, you need to push yourself out. You need to tell yourself that I need to be out there to show that I am, not a shy person, I'm a confident person. That is just an example, no matter whatever it is. If you're new person, you've had a new self concept and you're like, eating right is what I want to do, taking care of my weight is what I want to do, you need to align with going with the gym. It's just actions. After you have said, you need to act too. The words will not come to pass without actions. That's just it. So you need to align with your action. Last but not the least thing is to build a routine that match up with these actions, with this new identity, with this new character, right? So you have actions, you have actions of, okay, I need to go to the gym because I want to lose some weight. Right now, what are the routines that you have to do that will be around the fact that you want to lose weight? Do you have to go to the gym first thing in the morning? Do you have to go to the gym after work? Do you have to be eating right? Do you have to pay a nutritionist, right, to be able to eat right? What are those things that you need to do? What's the routine? Do you want to be going for a work, like going for a walk? Right? If is like, you need to have a routine that match up, right? If you're trying to tell yourself I'm a confident person, go and do a mirror walk. A mirror walk is basically just you looking at the mirror and telling yourself things, affirmations. I'm a confident woman, I'm a beautiful woman. If you're trying to change the perspective of how you see yourself, you feel that you're not beautiful enough, or you feel that you are not the so-called beauty standard, look into the mirror and always affirm yourself. That's basically what mirror work is. Affirmations, telling yourself, I've got this, I can do this, I'm beautiful, right? I love my body, right? It's going to take a lot of time and a long time, but you have to do it yourself. I do it sometimes. I sit and I just look at the mirror and I tell myself, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. Because most times, some of these things, we don't have people to tell it to us, we don't have people to hear it. And some of these things is very important and effective that we tell it to ourselves instead of waiting for someone else to validate it for us. Do you understand? So it's always very, very important to have a routine that you do. Is journaling what you want to do, have a routine that match up. We've come to the end of this video. Leave a comment for me. Tell me how you're going to be choosing yourself today. Henceforth, no matter where you see this video, just say something. You don't have to go very deep and very personal. Just say something on how you are choosing yourself and how you are believing who you are. Yeah, please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Share this video to someone that you feel might need it. I really, really appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, y'all.